My beloved child, Archangel Michael says there is a heavy pause before this message because something unseen has been unfolding quietly around you. What you felt as confusion was actually protection activating, and what you sensed as discomfort was your spirit being alerted. This message begins now because the silence around you has finally broken. There has been a presence near your life that appeared harmless, familiar, and even supportive at first. This person learned your patterns, studied your kindness, and slowly began influencing your emotional space. Nothing was sudden, yet everything was intentional. You were not wrong for trusting, because your heart operates from light and honesty. However, not everyone who smiles carries clean intentions, and not everyone who stays deserves access. What drained you was not life itself, but repeated exposure to the wrong energy. You felt tired without reason and distracted without cause. Your peace was interrupted in subtle ways that were easy to ignore at first. This was the earliest sign that a boundary was being crossed. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 111. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says this person does not come to uplift your future. Their presence feeds on reaction, attention, and emotional access rather than mutual growth. The more you allow them near, the more delayed your breakthroughs become. They speak in half-truths and act in shifting patterns. What they promise rarely aligns with what they deliver. Your intuition has already noticed the imbalance, even if your mind tried to justify it. This is not about anger or revenge, but about self-respect. Allowing someone repeatedly who disturbs your inner calm weakens your spiritual shield. Distance is not cruelty, distance is wisdom. Your life is entering a phase where clarity matters more than companionship. The wrong person staying too long becomes a silent blockage. What you remove now creates space for peace to return fully. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You may notice resistance rising within you when you think of limiting this person. That resistance is not love, but habit and emotional attachment dissolving. Growth often feels uncomfortable just before freedom arrives. This individual benefits more from your presence than you benefit from theirs. Their energy shifts when you are strong and stable. They preferred you uncertain, available, and second-guessing yourself. Do not explain your boundaries repeatedly. True understanding never requires over-justification. Silence and distance will speak louder than arguments ever could. You are not obligated to keep doors open that lead to exhaustion. Your soul needs rest from repeating the same emotional cycle. This decision protects your future version of yourself. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 333. My beloved child. Something important changes the moment you step back. Your mind becomes clearer and your sleep becomes deeper. Your energy stops leaking into situations that never return value. This person may attempt to return with softened words or sudden concern. Pay attention to patterns, not promises. Consistency reveals truth faster than emotional displays. You were chosen to rise, not to carry unnecessary emotional weight. Your calling requires strength and discernment. This is why certain connections cannot follow you forward. Releasing them creates an energetic shift immediately. Opportunities that felt delayed begin moving again. Peace re-enters without effort. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 444. My beloved child, Archangel Michael says your protection is active now. What you choose next determines how smoothly your path opens. Do not reopen doors that heaven helped you close. You are not losing anyone valuable. You are reclaiming yourself. This shift strengthens your confidence quietly but powerfully. You may feel lighter without fully understanding why. That lightness is alignment returning. Your spirit recognizes safety again. New connections will come that respect your boundaries naturally. They will not compete for control or emotional dominance. They will add peace instead of confusion. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 555. My beloved child, remember this moment as the turning point. The moment you chose yourself without guilt. The moment protection replaced tolerance. Your kindness is sacred and should be shared wisely. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your heart. My beloved child, discernment is a form of self-love. There is strength in walking away quietly. There is power in no longer explaining yourself. Your silence becomes your shield. Very soon, clarity replaces doubt completely. You will look back and feel grateful for this separation. Your future self already thanks you. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 666. This message arrives not to create fear, but to confirm truth. You sensed it long before these words reached you. Now your spirit has permission to act. Stand firm without hostility. Release without resentment. Move forward without looking back. Your path becomes smoother from here. Protection surrounds your decisions. Peace follows your steps. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 777. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You are guided, guarded, and supported. Nothing meant for harm can remain close anymore. Your life enters a calmer chapter now. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The shift that has already begun around you will become more noticeable now. Moments that once felt heavy will start losing their grip on your emotions. This is because your energy is no longer being pulled in directions that were never aligned. You will notice fewer internal conflicts and less need to explain yourself. Peace will arrive quietly, without announcement, settling gently into your daily life. This calm is the confirmation that you chose correctly. The person you were warned about will feel the distance even if nothing is spoken. Energy always recognizes separation before words do. Their influence weakens the moment you stop responding emotionally. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 999. My beloved child, you are entering a phase where your intuition sharpens naturally. Your decisions become quicker and more confident. Doubt no longer lingers the way it once did. Small positive changes will begin stacking one after another. Your focus improves and distractions lose power over you. This is alignment restoring itself. There is nothing missing from your life now. What left was never meant to stay. What remains grows stronger. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 1111. You may feel moments of reflection about why this person entered your life. They came as a lesson, not a lifelong companion. Lessons leave once they are understood. Your growth required contrast. You needed to recognize your own strength. That recognition has now happened. From this point forward, your boundaries become non-negotiable. You no longer negotiate your peace. You protect it instinctively. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 1212. Opportunities that once felt blocked will resurface unexpectedly. Timing will begin working in your favor again. What felt delayed was simply waiting for alignment. Your confidence will no longer depend on validation. You stand firm in your decisions without guilt. This maturity elevates your entire life path. Those who respect you will adapt to your boundaries easily. Those who do not were never meant to stay. Clarity makes separation effortless. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 1313. You are not becoming distant. You are becoming selective. There is a difference your soul understands deeply. This new chapter carries less emotional noise. Your thoughts become calmer and more structured. Your actions become intentional rather than reactive. Protection now surrounds your emotional space. What once disturbed you can no longer reach you. Your peace is guarded. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 1414. As you move forward, trust will return in healthier forms. Connections will feel balanced instead of draining. Support will feel genuine rather than conditional. You are learning to listen to your inner signals without hesitation. That wisdom becomes your guide. Nothing deceives you the way it once did. Your journey continues with strength and clarity. This separation was necessary. Your future unfolds smoother because of it. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 1515. Now the deeper layer of this message unfolds, and the atmosphere around you becomes calmer yet stronger. You are no longer operating from emotional survival, but from quiet authority. This inner shift changes how the world responds to you. You will notice that situations no longer provoke the same reactions. What once triggered anxiety now passes without impact. This is emotional mastery taking root. The absence of that person creates clarity you did not expect. Your thoughts feel more organized and purposeful. Your heart no longer feels pulled in opposing directions. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 1616. Your self-respect has reached a level where compromise no longer feels natural. You are no longer available for confusion or emotional imbalance. This standard reshapes your environment. People now approach you differently. They sense strength without you needing to prove it. Your presence carries quiet confidence. You will begin to attract situations that match your new frequency. Opportunities align with ease rather than struggle. Progress feels steady instead of forced. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 1717. The peace you feel now is not temporary. It is the result of choosing yourself consistently. This peace becomes your foundation. Your intuition grows clearer with each passing day. You recognize truth immediately without overthinking. This clarity keeps you protected. You are learning that not every connection deserves explanation. Some endings happen through silence. That silence holds power. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 1818. There will be moments when memories surface briefly. They will no longer carry emotional charge. Reflection replaces attachment. You understand now that growth sometimes requires distance. Not everyone evolves at the same pace. You are allowed to move ahead. Your energy feels lighter because it is no longer divided. Focus returns to your goals. Momentum rebuilds naturally. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 1919. Your inner world becomes more stable than ever before. You trust yourself deeply now. That trust radiates outward. You are no longer trying to fix others. You honor your own balance first. This shift preserves your strength. Life responds favorably to this new alignment. Support appears in subtle but meaningful ways. You are not alone on this path. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 2020. This chapter is about consolidation of power within yourself. You are gathering pieces of yourself that were scattered. Wholeness becomes your new state. You walk forward without regret. Every experience shaped your wisdom. Nothing was wasted. Your journey continues with stability and grace. Protection remains active around you. Peace stays with you. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 2121. You now move with a steadiness that cannot be shaken by outside noise. Your emotions no longer fluctuate with other people's moods or expectations. This stability becomes your quiet strength. What once demanded your attention no longer feels urgent. You respond with intention instead of impulse. This control reshapes every interaction around you. Your days begin to feel more grounded and purposeful. You invest energy only where it is respected. This selectiveness preserves your inner calm. You sense a deeper connection with your own thoughts now. There is less internal debate and more inner agreement. Confidence settles in naturally. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 2222. The distance you created continues to protect you silently. You no longer feel pulled back into old emotional patterns. Freedom becomes familiar. You notice how quickly your mind returns to peace after challenges. Recovery no longer takes days or hours. Balance restores itself almost immediately. This is emotional maturity expressing itself. You no longer chase closure from others. Your clarity provides enough closure on its own. You begin trusting timing instead of forcing outcomes. Patience feels easier than before. Everything flows with less resistance. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 2323. Your environment starts reflecting your inner order. Conversations feel clearer and lighter. Misunderstandings reduce naturally. You are no longer over-explaining your decisions. Your actions speak with confidence. This silence carries authority. Those aligned with your growth remain effortlessly. Those misaligned fade without conflict. This natural sorting brings relief. Your focus sharpens around what truly matters. Distractions lose their appeal. Purpose becomes clearer. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You feel less emotional exhaustion and more steady energy. Rest becomes deeper and more refreshing. Your body responds positively to this inner peace. Your boundaries feel natural, not forced. You enforce them without guilt. This ease confirms healing. You are no longer replaying old conversations. Your mind stays present. Presence strengthens your peace. There is a growing sense of safety within you. You trust yourself completely now. That trust becomes unbreakable. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. This phase prepares you for healthier connections ahead. You will recognize balance immediately. You will not settle for less again. Your standards rise quietly but firmly. You choose quality over familiarity. This choice protects your future. You move forward without bitterness or regret. Understanding replaces resentment. Wisdom replaces attachment. Your life continues unfolding with calm certainty. Nothing meant to disturb your peace can remain close. You walk ahead protected and steady. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. You begin to recognize how powerful stillness can be. Silence no longer feels empty but filled with assurance. Your inner world grows stronger without needing approval. The choices you make now feel deliberate and grounded. You no longer rush to fill space with explanations. Your calm becomes your statement. Daily routines start carrying a sense of order. Small actions bring satisfaction instead of fatigue. Consistency replaces chaos. You notice how quickly clarity arrives when you pause. Your instincts guide you smoothly. Trust becomes second nature. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Your emotional boundaries continue reinforcing themselves. Nothing intrusive finds easy access anymore. Protection feels effortless. You respond thoughtfully rather than reacting emotionally. This shift preserves your energy. Peace stays intact. Moments of doubt pass without lingering. Confidence returns quickly and quietly. Your foundation remains solid. You feel less need to revisit the past. Your focus stays forward. Growth becomes your priority. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. Your presence now influences situations positively. Others sense your stability without words. Respect follows naturally. You no longer tolerate emotional imbalance. Harmony becomes non-negotiable. This standard reshapes your life. Each day feels less draining and more fulfilling. You manage your time with intention. Balance supports your momentum. You feel secure in your decisions. Second-guessing fades away. Self-trust strengthens steadily. Backhand index pointing right. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Your inner voice becomes your most reliable guide. You listen without hesitation. Alignment deepens. You stop carrying burdens that never belonged to you. Emotional space opens up. Relief settles in. There is a growing sense of independence within you. You rely on your own strength. That strength feels natural. You move through life with ease and confidence. Nothing feels forced anymore. Flow replaces effort. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3030. Your path now reflects clarity and purpose. You recognize what deserves your energy. Everything else fades away. You continue forward without looking back. Peace stays with you consistently. Your journey unfolds with quiet certainty. Protection surrounds your steps. Your decisions are supported. Calm remains your companion. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3131. You now carry yourself with a composed strength that does not seek recognition. Your calm presence influences outcomes without effort. This is the result of choosing peace repeatedly. Your thoughts feel organized and steady throughout the day. You no longer feel scattered or emotionally pulled. Focus becomes your natural state. You begin noticing how little affects you now. What once disturbed your balance no longer has access. This immunity protects your inner world. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3232. Your sense of self becomes firmly rooted. You no longer shape yourself to fit situations. Authenticity replaces adjustment. You allow things to unfold without interference. Control is replaced with trust. This trust brings ease. You realize how much energy you were once giving away. Now that energy returns to you. Strength multiplies. Your decisions feel aligned without inner conflict. You stand by them confidently. This certainty stabilizes your path. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3333. You experience moments of gratitude for the clarity you now hold. Awareness sharpens your perspective. Wisdom feels earned. You no longer rush connections or outcomes. Patience supports your growth. Everything arrives at the right moment. Your environment reflects your internal order. Interactions feel smoother. Misunderstandings dissolve quickly. You maintain emotional balance even during challenges. Resilience strengthens quietly. You recover faster than before. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3434. You stop overextending yourself for others. Your energy is preserved intentionally. This balance sustains you. You begin to recognize the value of your presence. Not everyone deserves unlimited access. This understanding protects your peace. Your inner dialogue becomes supportive and clear. Self-criticism fades. Confidence replaces it. You move forward with steady determination. No distractions pull you backward. Progress feels natural. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3535. You stand grounded in your truth without needing validation. Your stability speaks for itself. Respect follows naturally. You feel safe within your own decisions. Trust anchors you. Nothing shakes your foundation. This chapter continues strengthening your resolve. Peace remains consistent. Your journey unfolds with certainty and calm. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3636. You have now reached a point where your inner balance feels unmovable. Nothing external defines your emotional state anymore. This steadiness becomes your quiet victory. Your mind stays clear even when situations shift unexpectedly. You adapt without stress or emotional turbulence. Flexibility strengthens your confidence. You feel present in each moment rather than distracted by outcomes. Awareness sharpens your perception. This presence keeps you grounded. Your life begins to feel simpler yet more meaningful. You invest energy with intention. Everything unnecessary continues to fall away. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3737. You notice how naturally respect comes to you now. People respond differently to your calm authority. Your boundaries are felt without explanation. You are no longer tempted to revisit old patterns. Growth has outpaced familiarity. Moving forward feels right. Your inner peace becomes your default state. Disruptions lose their power quickly. Stability restores itself effortlessly. You experience emotional clarity even in silence. Stillness feels supportive rather than empty. Your inner world feels complete. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3838. Your confidence no longer fluctuates with circumstances. It remains steady and reliable. This consistency empowers you. You no longer fear losing connections. You trust alignment more than attachment. What belongs stays effortlessly. Your thoughts feel lighter and more constructive. Mental clutter fades away. Focus remains strong. You recognize your own worth without comparison. Self-acceptance deepens. This understanding frees you. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 3939. Your journey now reflects maturity and discernment. You choose wisely without hesitation. Experience has refined your vision. You feel comfortable standing alone when needed. Independence strengthens you. Solitude no longer intimidates. Your decisions align with your values consistently. Integrity guides your actions. Confidence follows naturally. You move forward without fear of repeating the past. Lessons have been integrated fully. Growth feels complete. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 4040. This phase settles into long-term stability. Peace is no longer temporary. It becomes your way of living. You trust the path ahead without anxiety. Certainty anchors you. Calm leads the way. Your life unfolds with clarity and strength. Nothing disturbs your center now. You continue protected, grounded, and steady. Backhand index pointing right, type Amen to get blessing 4141.